Today's video, I'm on interchange and I'm going to show you how you can make a lot of money early and mid-wipe and even late wipe. I'm going to show you a lot of items that you can get from here that you might need for your hideout, as well quest items that you might need with some of the traders. There's a lot of quest items that you can find here that you need for all of the traders. And I'm also going to show you like some barter items on the screen here that you can use for some of the items that we can find here on the map. Here we are on the idea store. This is one of 4 stores. That's 5 stores that we're going to go and check out. Where there are a lot of loot, you know, where the big item spawns. So it depends really where you spawn, because of what place you can loot first. And now, because we're closest to idea, I'm going to show you where you want to go and loot. So here we are in idea. We took the escalators up there. If we go into this room, we can find tech spawns on these shelves here, I suppose it is. There's a duffel bag here for some... I'm not really sure what spawns there, but there's some stuff. We have loose items that can spawn here. We also have a few computers here. These could be good for finding graphics cards or flash drives. Flash drives you will need for Jaeger and mechanic, I think it is. You'll need 5 found in range, so this is a pretty alright place to go to. And we also have loose items that spawn on these shelves, so do make sure to look for these when you're in here. That's like the big area idea that you want to loot. Now I'm going to go and show you the other place that we want to go to. Alright, there's idea and we run here. This is not like a big area where you can get loot, but there's 2 jackets here, and in this room here, or store you should say, you can find medical items scattered out through in here, so you could, if you need medical items, you can go in there and loot. The second store we're going to take a look at is this food store. But before we go into the store, and I'm going to show you what stuff you can get, I'm going to show you a computer room where you can get, if you need more flash drives or if you just want to loot computers, you want to go through this door. There's another entrance, but I don't really know what it is. So we have a few computers here that you can loot. I think there's a jacket somewhere here as well. Oh yeah, there's not really. Sorry about that. But we have a few computers scattered out here that you can loot for flash drives or wires or something else that you might need for your barter items, quest, whatever. So the food store. I mean, there's a few places where you can go and look for loot, but if you are in need of food, you're going to want to go down this path here, and on these shelves down there, and these here. I'm going to show you all of them, but you can find food items here. Like here we have the chunk. You need that for a quest item. We have peas. We have something else there. Squash, and you need all of these. Some of these items you'll need for your hideout as well. We have some use here. What's this? I don't know. Some use as well. To Shank, you need that for therapist. I think you need like 20 to her. Tarkov, that's you need that for a barter item. And food items will just spawn on these shelves. You see, there's just a line of food that spawns here. I don't think they spawn on these shelves here, no, but they spawn on these. And if we go to the other side, I'm going to show you we have even more food items that spawns on these shelves here, there, and we have food items that spawns here as well. So if you are in need of food items for a therapist, Jaeger I think are the 2 that needs food for some quests, or you just need it for your hideout, then you can definitely go here. So moving on, we're going to check out the other big store. Let's not bring it over. Look out here, we have oil there, we have a tech store here. I have like this sports shop here, I'm not sure what the shop that is, but okay, it's a sports shop I suppose. You can find some tech items to spawn here as well. ES lamp. I think the best things that I found here is a golden phone, from what I can remember. I found it here. But I think there's some graphics keycard that could spawn on these shelves. So do make sure if you go past here to check it out. Here we have a tech store. This is the best place to make money on. We have a PC that's not really that good, but you really need it for your hideout later on if you're upgrading it. We have some items there. The loot will spawn on these shelves here, so do make sure when you're here to check these out, so you don't miss anything. You see there, I missed something. The best thing is you could get here are graphics cards and Game Boys. I think those are the best items. I don't think Bitcoin spawns here. Openly, no, it doesn't. So we go up on these escalators. We have like the other escalators down there. If we run there, we get to idea. If we go down, but there we have the tech store. So we're going to want to go in here, and there's some and there's a lot of tech items that will spawn on these shelves. I mean, it's the same loot that you could get down there. As I told you, CPU, graphics cards, I mean. So do make sure to look here as well. Do remember that these two tech stores are highly competed stores, because you can find really good items and they make you a lot of money. So do keep in mind that it will be hard if you go here, if you're late here, or maybe even early, because there's gonna be a lot of people that want to go. But moving on to the last place where you can get good items. These items here are not tech items. These are more industrial items. If you run here, it doesn't really matter where you are in the where you start. But we're going to just take this path so it's easier to show you. On all of these shelves, you're going to have some loot that spawns. Like here we have pressure gauge, however you pronounce it. There's going to be some loot on all of these shelves. I mean, not everyone, but there's a loot that spawns here. You can find. What can you find? I mean, it's a lot, and it's a lot of good stuff. There's 2 computers here. If you need flash drives or something, you can maybe find them there. Like here we have a motor. I think you need quite a few motors to upgrade your hideout, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like here's another motor. You can find batteries. I'm not sure if it's on these shelves, but I'm going to go and to show you where I found some before. But there's loot that can spawn on here. This is usually the path that I take if I'm looting this place. You can also find water filters and other loose items. Don't forget yeah, here we found a propane tank. You need that for a barter item with Jaeger. For the Red Rebel, you can find those that on these shelves. But this is usually the path I take because it's the easiest and it's quite safe actually. Oh wait, what's that? Tube. You can find like, yeah, a lot of industrial items. Here we have a car battery. I mean, you need like 5 to upgrade your lighting or something in the hideout, so that's really useful, and it sells for quite a lot as well on the flea market. But yeah, there's just loot scoured around on these shelves, so if you're here then just check most of them. Do keep in mind, if you're out here and checking in the open areas, there's a big chance that people will just see you and start shooting at you. So that's kind of why I'm in this corner, because it's a lot easier to stay hidden, and you do have a lot of places where there's loot spawns on this side of the map. If you understand what I said. There's a light bulb. There's something there on that shelf. I think I get the point. But there's where some of the items can spawn. And there's also some loot that can spawn in here that you might want to take a look at. Car batteries can be found here and other loose items on these shelves, like there, in these baskets, I think. Yeah, basket of some sort. But yeah, those are like the big areas that you want to loot to make a lot of money. You could probably make around 200,000 to probably like 800,000 or 1,000,000 rubles. It really depends on what items you get and if you're the first one to get to these places and which places there are and what kind of loot you'll find. But yeah, I hope this was like helpful for you and that it will be a lot easier for you to progress in the game, you know, stuff like that. But hope you have a nice day, and I hope you have a nice wipe.